Yo, what's cracking everybody? It's Steve here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're wondering why I'm holding the camera, I broke my tripod, so just bear with me. But today, we're gonna learn a really cool card control where you can take 1 or 4 cards, chuck them in the middle, do a little flourishy kind of move, and somehow get them back to the top. Now, it's not easy and it's not hard. Now, you've just seen the trailer of it, so let's learn how that's done. Now, once you've got your deck of cards, I want you to follow along with me because here's what we are going to do. To learn, I'm going to leave the aces face up, just like that. Now, I strongly suggest when learning this move that you keep them all together when you put them in the middle, just for now. A little bit later on, when you're more comfortable with it, you can put the aces or whatever the 4 of a kind are in different positions in the pack. So here's what it looks like. Basically, you're going to put the cards into the middle, and you're going to use your right middle finger to push the cards down, but on an angle. Okay, so you're going to angle them to the left and push it down into that position there until the corner of the ace or the corner of the card hits your pinky finger. And then you're going to use your right pinky finger to swivel those aces out. And you should be now in that position right there. And you're going to use your middle finger on the right to cover this part here where the aces are, so that it's covered from the front, and from the back it should look like that. That's the position you should be in now. And from here you want to swivel cut, but you want to swivel cut above the aces, so round about the middle here. And so you want to swivel these to the left hand, and the left hand transfers those cards over to the right hand, and you should now be in that position right there. And all of this here is covered from your from your fingers up here in the front. Now this all happens very quickly because that obviously looks a little bit awkward from the front. Now that part there is all covered from your fingers in the front. And so once you're here, you then take your left pointer finger and you push those cards out, and then you drop those onto the top. And then you have controlled the 4 aces at the top. Now I'm going to do that again. So they go in the middle, like so. You use your right middle finger to push down, and you kind of give it a little helping hand like this as you push it down. So you kind of swivel them out, and it happens very quickly. And then your right pinky finger makes contact with the aces right here and swivels them out like so. And that happens very quickly because you need to be able to get your fingers in position to cover the front. And then from here you're going to swivel cut above the aces, so around about there you want to swivel that packet off to the left hand. The left hand immediately transfers it to the right and keep them flush down here. And from here you just swivel those out and drop those on the top, and you've just controlled the 4 aces to the top. Now it's the exact same concept when using one card. So you just put the card into the middle like so, and you use your right middle finger to push the card in on an angle, use your pinky to push out, and then use your front fingers. Usually it's the middle finger, the ring finger, and your pinky that cover them up. And then from here you swivel cut above the card, transfer it to the right hand, and immediately swivel it over, and then you've just controlled the card to the top. All right, now here's that same move from the spectator's point of view. I'm going to leave them face up so that you can see this as well. So the cards go in, you use your right middle finger to push, the pinky slides them out, and remember the fingers are covering what's going on here. Swivel cut over, return those cards to the right hand, and just like that. Now I'll keep them face down this time, and I'll do it at full speed. So the cards go in, there, and you've just controlled the 4 aces to the top. Now lastly with this control, I'm going to show you how to put the cards into different positions and control them to the top. And now this is really useful, especially if you're getting multiple spectators to choose a card. The moves are exactly the same, it just takes a little bit more practice because there's so much space between each card. So essentially it's the same. You're pushing the cards on an angle like so. So you should be in that position right there. Your pinky then makes contact with the 4 aces, pushes them out into that position, and then your fingers obviously cover the front, and then you swivel above. Oh, do you see what I mean about swiveling above the aces? Because that's a little bit obvious. So we need to swivel a little bit less, transfer it underneath into that position, keep the pinky there to cover, and then swivel those across, and then you've got the 4 aces to the top. Now, one thing before I let you go, the angles on this move are actually really good, so you can do it completely surrounded and do it with a bit of speed. But when I say speed, please don't make it look trash. I will find you and I will say that's bad. So make sure you put a bit of fluidity in it, make it look smooth, but it has to go a little bit quick as well. So if you enjoyed that, make sure you subscribe, like the video as well. It does help the channel tremendously. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.